Good morning, Pokemon players, and welcome to our kind of, sort of, hopefully, maybe weekly shiny collection update. Now, we didn't have huge gains over this past week, but we did have gains and set up some prep work. Now, the reason for this is because I do have a regular job that I go to. Because these videos and the Twitch, they don't pay the bills. This is like a kind of a side hobby, as a way to just kind of engage with the community and with people who maybe like to see these kinds of things. But anyway, I digress. We have a lot of prep work to get through here, and a few shinies that we did actually get. So while we're doing this, enjoy the video of the Hatcher trying to get me just one more female shiny Torchic to evolve into a Blaziken so they can fill that collection and have the Blaziken family done once and for all. I'm still holding out for that one female Torchic. But anyway, that said, I did have the Hatcher running for Abras also throughout this week, and I did already have the male Alakazam, but Kadabra and Alakazam have male and female variants. And I did manage to get myself the 4 Abra I needed to fill Abra, both Kadabras, and the female Alakazam slot. So we got all of that covered. Those are covered. My wife had also gotten an Oricorio, so I only needed one more Oricorio to finish out those different forms. So she's got that on Pokemon Go. We're just kind of waiting for transfer energy, but we're prioritizing sending legendaries first since they can only transfer one at a time. I did get a Jungle Vivillon last week, so we got one more Vivillon pattern. I believe there's 2 more that I need to catch, plus the 3 that are on my wife's Pokemon Go account. And this weekend, it actually snuck up on me, and I am so glad that my wife was paying better attention than I was, because it was Frigiback's Community Day this weekend, and if she hadn't alerted me to it, I would have completely missed it and missed my chance at getting that whole line shiny. Now, when I looked at everything, I think I already had the final form. I had Frigibax as a shiny, but I still needed the other 2. So now I've got them, and they are on Pokemon Home, just like the rest, waiting for transfer. Now, as for things that were moved over, or things that are on Home already, that's the Alakazam line, the Jungle Vivillon. So basically, those are the ones that we got in there. Everything else was kind of added on extra, along with, occasionally a Pokemon moving from Go to Home. I moved the Pheromosa over this week, so, because it takes about a week for that thing to recharge so that I can start sending more stuff. But there's a couple of major notes coming up in the following weeks. First off, June 24th, so this week on Wednesday, or rather, this week from last Wednesday to now, the Go raids have been Necrozma, which I believe I mentioned I don't need because my wife had already gotten a hold of that, and I believe we already have that one moved over to Home, all set up, put away, it's done. And the alternate forms, because they're fusions, cannot be stored on Home, so I don't need to worry about getting the extras for fusion forms. June 24th starts Celesteela and another one. I think it was Celesteela and Kartana. Now, this one is another one of those Ultra Beast raids that are divided up regionally, and I think this one is Northern Hemisphere and Southern Hemisphere, if I'm recalling correctly off the top of my head. All I know is that the one that I need, Celesteela, is not in our domain. It's the Kartana that's our local one, which means I need to go on and do remote raids to get Celesteela. Now, the funny thing is, GoFest is coming up in the middle of July, and I actually had to go and put together basically an attack plan. From what I understand how they're doing GoFest, the Saturday is broken up in 3 separate 3-hour time blocks where specific legendaries will be available in your time zone locally during each of those time blocks. So, with the help, and I know I'm talking about my wife quite a bit here, with the help of my lovely wife, I took notes and broke down which legendaries are in each of those time blocks. leaving off the ones that we don't need out of them. Now, I'm not going to go into the detail of what is in every single time block. If any of you are interested in finding that out or don't already know, I highly recommend going to the site called Leek Duck, Leek Duck. Basically, it's inspired by Farfetch'd, but it's a Pokemon Go like hub community where they go and make it in very clear graphic layouts what raids are coming, what you can do to kind of help counter the raids. But anyway, there's 3 time blocks on Saturday, and then Sunday throws the time blocks out the window. So it seems, anyways. I don't think they're in time blocks. The posting made it look like all of the raids were available all day. But the Saturday ones, I am going to be hunting in the first time block for Zapdos, Moltres, Entei, Suicune, and Ho-Oh. In the second time block, from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, is Uxie, Mesprit, and I need to double check to make sure we do have a Zelf already. We need Dialga and Palkia. Giratina's grounded form, so the altered form, not the origin form, because the origin form I don't believe can be stored in home because it's a form that's tied to a hold item. Then there's Solgaleo and Lunala that I need. And in the third time block, the only legendary of that time block that I need for the collection is Kyurem. So with that one, I'm probably actually going to be trying to remote for the Kyurem, which there is going to be a saving grace. I may not have to remote for it on the on the GoFest day, because as we were looking through the schedule, I have it written here. Starting on July 6th, the Monday, July 6th, is a Road to Legends event that is kind of a precursor to GoFest, where the Monday they are having a metric butt ton of the legendary raids. Like basically, I think it's all or most of those legendary raids are going to be available on Monday. So hopefully I'll be able to remote into some Kyurems that way and maybe try and get it beforehand. But then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, so there's 4 days where at first I thought it was going to be like we're going to cycle, a block of the legendaries on each of those 4 days, but not quite. So each of those 4 days are having like one main legendary Pokemon and then a couple of alternate form legendary Pokemon that can't be stored in home, like the white and black Kyurem, or like I think one of them is white Kyurem alongside with Reshiram that you can raid for, which we already have Reshiram and Zekrom covered. I just need base Kyurem, not fusion Kyurem. Seriously, game, like try and help me out here a little bit. So I'm going to be trying to gun for that Kyurem on Monday, July 6th, but I also have to do that around my sleeping and work schedule, meaning I'm going to be trying to get it like before I go to bed and before I go to work. But that's that one. Now, Sunday for the actual GoFest, there is a whole list of things. In fact, I need 21 Pokemon for Sunday, so if I can, I might be trying to get some of them. I need Regirock, Regice, Latios, Heatran, Genesect, Nihilego, Guzzlord, Celesteela, and Celesteela and Stakataka are on that day as well, but I'm going to have to remote in for those because those are other zones. But again, the Celesteela Ultra Beast is coming to Go raids this coming week, so I should be able to get that Celesteela before this, so I'll knock that down to 20. I need Blacephalon, I need 2 Tornadus, 2 Thundurus, 1 Landorus, and 1 Enamorus, because they have alternate forms, although I don't necessarily have to hunt specific forms in Go, because once I transfer them into a regular game, I can change their form. I need the Tapu Fini, because I bombed the Tapu Fini the last time it was in raids, very recently. And I still need 4 mother Farfetch'd Deoxys. Again, hopefully I shouldn't have to worry about finding all 4 different forms in Go. I should just need to get 4 Deoxys. If I can get 4 shinies, cool. I can send them to other games and do that. Otherwise, I'm going to have to keep doing resets on Leaf Green on this Nintendo Switch right here, which that is an ordeal. But yeah, I need, so there's 21 Sunday Pokemon I need. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 Saturday Pokemon. One of them I'm going to try and get out ahead of time so that because it's the time blocks, I don't want to have to spend 9 whole hours of my day out in a huge hot Florida summer weather kind of thing. If I can maybe kind of try and truncate it a little bit, I'm hoping it works out for us. And yes, I did promise my wife that I got her for smoothie, bobas, hydration, caffeine, whatever she needs to help me get through the day because she has been helping me so much with this shiny collection. Now, all of that aside, I know I'm also kind of jumping around the dates. So for those of you taking notes at home, let's rewind the date a little bit to July 4th through 6th. That is the weekend of July 4th. So, yay, happy birthday, America, or fuck you, happy birthday, America, however you like to feel about that. Um, there is a Gimme Ghoul event. Now, those of you who have followed the series might recall that very shortly after I started doing this, like as a dedicated series of trying to get all these shinies in a collection, that I realized that I had just missed the window for a shiny Gimme Ghoul, and I was kicking myself because the shiny roaming form Gimme Ghoul is only available in Pokemon Go during special events. Otherwise, you can't get the shiny of it, no matter like how much of your coin bag you use. But, so July 4th through 6th, there is a Gimme Ghoul event where you can get Gimme Ghoul with a special anniversary coin. Now, special anniversary coins will not be able to transfer to home, so that kind of sucks. But there is the bonus that the coin bag will be able to find shiny Gimme Ghoul, and I'm hoping that the ones the ones with the special anniversary coin are special encounters, like from Pokestops or research and stuff like that. And hopefully the ones from the coin bag, by migrating a postcard from Go to Scarlet or Violet, hopefully we can maybe find a shiny for that one. I may see if I can rope my wife into helping me get her Switch like fixed up and reconnected to her between her Violet and Go account. Um so that we can maybe have two of those going each day for a Gimme Ghoul little catch-a-thon thing. Now, if I can get at least one, that'll be the base goal because the one roaming form Gimme Ghoul is what we need for the form collection. But if I can actually get two of them, that would be so much better, finding a shiny Gimme Ghoul like that I can transfer to home, because then I think the roaming form can still evolve into Goldengo, which would mean I only have to hunt for one shiny treasure chest form Gimme Ghoul. So there's a lot of stuff on the table here for what we have coming up. It's going to be a very busy couple of weeks. I'm glad that we managed to get this down. Hopefully, I'll be able to go and maybe get this last shiny Torchic. I'll be so happy when that's done. Now, for the numbers, I know this is a lot of news, a lot of planning, but now for the numbers. On Pokemon Home, our shiny collection has hit 716 Pokemon. That is up 5 from last week. It might not sound very impressive, but our total number of shiny collection has hit 798 after, like, before everything, including new stuff in Go, thanks to the Frigibaxes and stuff like that. So our total collection is up 6, and that's because some of that +5 is things that move from Go to Home, but then that +6 is mostly new stuff that has been put in between Go and between the total collection. So 798 total shiny Pokemon towards this collection, 716 that are logged on Home. And yes, I have been playing a little bit of Pokemon Champions, and I am exclusively using shiny Pokemon that I have on the home collection on Champions. It is actually pretty cool to go ahead and be able to boast that. So thanks again, everybody that's been tuning in. Uh, be sure to check out our game reviews. I did a review on Unemployment Simulator yesterday. It looks like a pretty quirky point and click style of game in a very isolated thing, but that was in honor of Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. While we're at it, also happy Pride Month to everybody. Look forward to next week's game review as well, coming on Sunday. Other than that, I do still have my daily uploads coming up for the cozy games. There's the Stardew Valley and Recettear that have daily episodes going up. And I have been a little busy as far as trying to get other Pokemon videos, like the battle videos for either Legends ZA or Champions up. So it's been a little slow on that front on trying to get those things going. But I do hope that anybody that's out there has been enjoying the time here so far. Remember to check out the Discord channel. I know I've been a little off on streaming lately because I've been juggling so many other things between work and trying to keep these other projects going. But the Discord and the YouTube are still active. Drop a comment down there if there's something else you'd like to see. I've also been just trying out a couple of other games. I might do a series on One Lonely Outpost. I'm kind of enjoying that one too, the way I'm doing the rest here. But we also have the Fields of Mystria full release that's coming before too long. And that one I did intend to start a new series on, a new save file once that full 1.0 release happens. So until the next time I see you guys, keep finding those shiny Pokemon and pray for my sanity, please. I need it. I really need it.